Hello guys, SW Outdoors. Hope you guys are actually having a fantastic day today. And today's video is going to be on my Ontario rifle opener. And we did well this year during the opener of rifle season. This year was kind of special because I had actually got my first ever whitetail buck. And this is going to be the video on that, if you guys look in the title in that. This deer was taken on opening day of rifle season. And it was actually a pretty good hunt, but I'm going to tell you guys, I had a little bit of footage of this hunt as well. I mean, I was filming everything and that, but some stuff never actually made it onto the camera, so I'm kind of narrating this hunt a little bit and that. So right now I'm just sitting in my front room and just telling about the events that's going to happen in this video. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. So the whole story starts is basically the entire deer season. So I was mostly filming archery hunts and doing a little bit of grouse hunting here and there. That's how my hunting season began, and I did a fall turkey hunt and that. But then usually our rifle season in my area starts the first full week of November, and our rifle opener was on November 1st, and this is how the day went on. So this is how it all began. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy deer opener 2021. Today is the opening day of rifle season. As you guys can see, I got the blazed orange on. We are taking two separate trucks because I have a meeting this morning with my dad later on in the morning. So we're going out this morning to be ready, and hopefully, because I have a plan this week, I'm going to try to spend my doe tag and then spend the rest of the week buck hunting. So we are going to do that chore. We got high hopes for some of the spots this morning. One spot's got corn in the field, but we'll still hunt it. And the spot we're going into this morning, we're going into thick timber. So my cousin and uncle are going out. My uncle's got his 30-06. My cousin's got the slug gun. So we're gonna try to see if we can down a deer this morning. So I'll see you guys at the spot. Quite soupy on this path here. Got a little bit of light off into the east straight there. So we're gonna be hunting thick timber this morning. Got the 243 with me, and that's pretty much what I'm gonna be using. I was gonna use my cousin's 30-30, but I decided to just use my gun this morning. So I could have took the shotgun as well, but could just took my shotgun this morning, but I decided, well, cousin's got the slug gun. My shotgun can't take slugs, so we're just going to go with 243. And it is quite soupy in this field, staying close to the fence. So we're going to do that. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the blind. Alright guys, still a little dark out. My camera's got bad lighting, but we're walking out to our blinds right now. My cousin's already in his blind. Uncle's heading to the stand. I got the blind at the far end. So, I think my game plan today is, like I said, spend my doe tag and spend the rest of the week buck hunting. Thank you. Anyways, I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, there's still limited light. So, we're sitting in a blind right now. Of course, I forgot my chair this morning at the truck. So, I'm sitting on the ground here, kind of in a bad position. I got all sides where the deer are possibly going to come out. So I got a 7-bomb downrange all the way over there. So we're going to see if we can try to kill something this afternoon. This morning, I mean, fuck, I'm really scattered this morning. I'm trying to get ready. It's only opening morning. But I'll let you guys know if we see anything. my chair. So I'm trying to watch out this bush and that. And it's so thick, I don't think you can see a single deer. But it's still early this morning. I'm looking all sides of me. If I had my chair, I'd be positioned looking that way and possibly this way. Back here, we got another spot behind us right here. So, I'm sitting on this. It always happens to me opening morning. I usually forget something. I had to go back to the house for my pack, sadly. Great white hunter I am. So, that's my situation this morning, is I forgot my chair. And now I'm sitting on the ground in my blind, which I shouldn't have to be. So, nothing's active right now. It seems pretty quiet at this moment. But we'll see what happens. I have to be somewhere at 9. I have to leave the blind at 9:30, so we only have limited time to hunt this morning, opening day of rifle. But we'll make the most of it. So it turns out there was a little action this morning. My cousin saw a small 6-point buck, but he didn't get a good shot at him. My uncle didn't see a single deer this morning. They're right behind me. I gotta head up ahead of them because I got a bank appointment I gotta go to. But at least somebody's seeing deer. Actually, I didn't think I thought my cousin was bringing the slug gun this morning, but he has his 30-30. So he seen this buck come roaring through. I put it a few scent wobs, so we should be good for this afternoon. But this afternoon I'm bringing my chair because this morning was just a sloppy sit. And not much was seen, so I gotta go back to the truck, go back to the house, go with my dad with this stupid bank appointment that we gotta go to, and I guess we'll be able to get back to deer hunting. So I'll see you guys at the house. They're going to the camp, so we yeah. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Alright guys, heading out for the afternoon hunt. Wish me luck. There was just a shot fired, guys. It was not too far away. I don't know who took the shot. But we're gonna head to our blind and to our sit first. I don't know. Starting to drizzle a little bit. Keep our eyes peeled. I just had a doe snort at me. So what happened was, during the part of the hunt, I had two does come out to me, and I couldn't get them on camera because I was just looking at one area in the bush. And so what happened was, they came into a blind spot because I'm like sitting in the blinds. For example, I'm looking in the blind right here, and I was looking straight ahead, thinking that something was going to come ahead of those bushes. So I'm constantly just looking around, and then I hear the loud blowing sound of a doe, like a I turn my head, and there were two does standing right there, and one of them just ran across, and I tried to get my rifle ready to take a shot at one of them, but I was hunting in thick timber, so I couldn't really get a good shot to make an ethical kill. So I waited for this does to come out in this one little spot where I had a little opening, but one of the does stopped for 1 minute, and then she ran off and blown again. So I'm just like, ugh, my opportunity's gone. Like, literally my opportunity's gone. But knowing that it is the rut, and knowing that I've just seen two does, so my faith is not lost. All I know is that there's going to be a buck running behind these two does. So that's what exactly happened. What you guys are going to see in a few seconds here was a few seconds I was sitting in the blind, and then I hear some rustling going on in the same spot where I seen those does. So I immediately turned my head slowly. Lo and behold, I didn't know if it was a buck yet. I seen another deer, but I definitely knew it was a buck. But the deer was standing right behind the fence line where I was sitting near my blind. So I see him right there, and this is what happened next. We dropped them. We dropped one. We got deer down. I just dropped a deer, I think. I just dropped one right there. I'm shaking a little bit. Okay guys, here's the situation. I just shot a little buck. Little 4-point buck just came right in, and I just took a shot. He's down way over there. I'm just waiting on my uncle and my cousin to come out here. I can see the rack on his head. He was a small buck, so we might have a deer hanging after tonight. Well guys, it's been a half an hour since I've shot. I'm just waiting on my cousin and uncle to get here. They said they'll be here around 6. But that buck was not too far. I seen those two does come out, and he definitely was trailing those two does, because I spooked those two does and I heard something come up from behind me, and of course it was just a small buck that came up behind me. So he's just laying way over there. I'm not going to approach him yet. I'm going to wait on my cousin and uncle to get here, and then we're probably just going to see if we can get a few pictures of him. I don't know if he's still alive or not. I mean, right now, waiting on them, see what happens. But he was definitely, I couldn't believe, I just looked over the footage. I didn't really get good footage of him in the blind, but he was just dogging those does. And of course, what happened is that basically my GoPro fell off my head as I took the shot, and then I fired a second shot to finish him off, because the first shot, it must have hit him in the spine, and he was walking right in my direction. I shot, hit him, dropped him, and of course he's not moving right now, so I believe he's dead. So we're gonna wait. My cousin and uncle are gonna be here, so we're just gonna keep our eyes peeled, because of course I've got one deer down. I don't need to drop another, so that's pretty much close to being one tag put in the freezer. So I don't know if I can screw in. There's a couple other shots that I fired out there. Opening day of rifle season, we're looking at some success here, but I'll get back to you guys when they arrive what I'm exactly going to do. So weigh it out, see what happens, and hopefully my first buck. Definitely. It's not a special big buck, but he'll do. So what you guys just seen right there was basically as soon as I took the shot at the buck, he went down, and of course I didn't really get a good shot of me getting the deer because what happened was when I took the shot, my GoPro mount fell off my head from the recoil of my rifle. And plus I'm moving around, I'm tall, I'm a tall guy. I stand about like 6 foot tall. I'm sitting in a high chair in a ground blind, and I can't really get a good shot of me getting this deer. So what happened was as soon as I fired my rifle, the GoPro fell off my head, and of course the deer is down. I fired the first shot. I thought I spined him the first shot, so I kind of fired a second shot just to finish him off. So he ran about a few yards and just dropped right in the bushes. So I knew he was down. So for a second I thought it was a smaller buck. I thought it was like a 4-pointer or something like that, but you guys will see later on it was a nice 6-pointer that I got on the ground. And I texted my cousin, I got a deer down, and he said, we'll meet up with you at the end of legal shooting light, and we'll get this deer, we'll get him field dressed, and we'll bring him back to the truck. That was planned. So I waited on them. I just kept watching that bush to see if that deer will get back up, because I thought I wounded him the first shot. So I kind of waited for a little bit and gave him a little time to, you know, expire. I didn't want to rush him and have him get back up and ran off into the bush. So I waited and waited and waited, and of course, so this was what happened next. Trailing this deer here, and he's laying right there. Gotta go to the side here. There he is. Right there, boys.
That's quite possibly the one I seen this morning.
Yeah.
Fucking sick, dude.
Holy fuck. Is he still alive, you think? Holy crap.
Fucking second, buddy. That's a nice fucking deer.
Oh, guys, got him right here. Is he still alive, you think?
I just kicked him, so I'd fucking hope not.
Yep.
Six. Nice
Six.
6-point. Nice 6-point buck. That's the same deer I fucking seen this morning.
Yep. There it is. Beautiful. It was like I seen the two does, I spooked 2 does over there, and then all of a sudden this guy come out. Beautiful deer. Yeah. Even though I'm recording this, I'll try to get your voice out. I'm recording this, but oh, beautiful deer. Just a beautiful buck.
Sure.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get the skin on this big boy. So after that, we had to drag that deer all the way, because I was like set up at the far end of this property, and I was the furthest guy in. So we had to drag this buck out of the bush, and I gotta tell you, it took just a long drive. Me and my cousin had to take a break because my uncle's got all the guns in the case. We had the gun socks, so we had to put them in the case by this time. So he has the gun socks and everything like that. My uncle's got like 3 guns in his hand, carrying our guns out of the bush. And me and my cousin are just dragging this deer out of there. And I've never, most of the deer, I've only shot a doe previous, like, I'd say, my first ever doe was shot in 2019. So it's been a while since I've actually shot and dragged a deer out of the bush, because usually I never had to make a drag of it. But this is the first deer I've actually made a long drag getting out of the bush. And I gotta tell you, we had to take a break a few seconds. My cousin and I were just winded dragging this thing out. And it was just, that was the worst part of the hunt, was dragging that buck all the way from the end of that property where I was hunting, all the way back to the truck. And we didn't get out of that bush till like 8 o'clock at night. And man, we finally got to the truck, and a sigh of relief, like, oh my, finally we made it back. And I'm just worn out, and I just head back to the house, and I had a drink with my uncle and that. And then we just got to hanging the deer up in the back on that drilling rig. And I gotta tell you, the opening day was just awesome. Just an awesome day being out. So, yeah. Alright guys, it's now the next day. We didn't go on the morning hunt this morning, but right now we're heading out to the shop. Got the buck on the rig and that hanging. I'll give you guys a better good look picture at him in the daylight. It's him in daylight hours. Nice 6-point buck. This is a deer I got opening day rifle yesterday. You guys can see he's a decent size 6-pointer. And hang on, yeah, there's a rope there. Yeah, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And like I said, I didn't actually think I was going to see this guy yesterday, and this is surprising. First day rifle, and of course I'm tagged out for the season, but I can still party hunt because here in Ontario you're allowed to party hunt. Like I probably said that last night in the video. I didn't have my hat on right here. There we go. Anyways, we're allowed to party hunt here in Ontario, so my cousin and uncle still have tags, so we're still good to hunt for the rest of the week. But I might not do a lot of bow hunting after this. I might just do a little bit of small game, but definitely an achievement. This is definitely the first buck I've ever killed. Yeah, beautiful deer. Good size body deer. I'd say he was about 100 some odd pounds, 200 around there. But he was one hell of a drag to get it out of the bush. I mean, it took us like a good hour to get that deer out of there. This is a big property. I was so back. I was probably the furthest guy into the property where my blind is sitting, and I bought a toboggan at a yard sale just for the purpose of dragging deer out of the bush, and we should have had that toboggan with us. Sadly, we didn't. So, yeah. Anyways, we're getting this guy cleaned up in a little bit. We're getting the fire set in the shop. I might take a few more pictures of this deer and yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I got a lot more footage coming out from rifle season and more hunting videos coming out for the season. I know we still got a couple tags left over, and we're probably going to get out for muzzleloader season as well. And hopefully we'll have some success throughout our season this year. So anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys put a like. And if you guys are not subscribed to SW Outdoors, make sure you guys click the subscribe button and click the notification bell when the latest videos are. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. SW Outdoors, signing out.